everybody, welcome to the Black Sheep Props channel. I'm Steve and I'm here to teach you the tips, tools, techniques, and materials for building your very own super cool EVA foam props. Now in our last episode, making an EVA foam giant pineapple grenade part 2, we completed the whole build. Everything went down perfectly. You saw how monotonous it was though, doing 40 of everything for the pieces of shrapnel, but it wasn't hard. A little monotonous, but not hard. Now, in tonight's episode, making an EVA foam giant pineapple grenade part 3, we're going to do what you always see us do. We're going to seal our grenade with black plastidip. It's going to take a lot of coats because of all the different angles that the shrapnel has. We're going to have to go from a little bit under, a little bit over, straight from the side. We're going to have to spend a lot of time coating it. Once we coat it, we're going to crack open the acrylic paints and we're going to tap out some cool aged feel on our grenade. Going to add a little rust on there. It's going to be cool. So that's it. If you're ready to hit it, let's make something. Okay, we're out at the spray booth in the back. We've got our little stand we've used for helmets before, which is perfect for our grenade. We've got our plastidip. Always use your respirator even when you're outside in a well-ventilated area. Okay, there we go. Check that out. Nice. That's several layers of plastidip. We coated it because it's got a lot of angles. We had to kind of get underneath it. Spray from this direction to get underneath everywhere. So you have to kind of spray from below to get inside these. You have to spray from above to get inside these. As you saw when we filmed, you got to continually go around your piece. You got to get underneath edges. You got to get into edges. Just takes a while. Then you eventually get it completely coated. That is completely coated in several layers. Now we're ready to tape it off and paint. Okay, what we're going to do first is we're going to get our Tamiya modeling tape out. And very simple, is we're going to come in and we're going to start laying our tape down. See that? Just takes a little time. Slowly go around it. Now we'll just continue finishing around this side. Okay, there we go. We're taped off around here so we don't hit the body of the grenade. We are taped off around the edges, around the little wraparound metal piece, around this side, and we're pretty much covered. The only place we're not covered is right around here, but what we'll do is we'll come in with the sponge brush. We'll get it all painted up. As we get to this area, we'll use a brush in this close area here. Okay, now we're gonna get out our army green, which is actually called clover. Small piece of cardboard. All right, here we go. Okay, now we'll get Look at that, it's tight all the way around. Looks good all around the hinge. A couple little tiny spots that we need to get in there with a brush, and we got in as close around this area as we could, so now we're going to go in with our little brush. Not bad. We got that little inner edge covered all the way around. We're covered underneath here. We're covered down in these edges. Oops, I see a tiny little piece of an edge right there. I'm gonna get in there. So there we go, that easy. We taped it off, took our time, sponge brushed it, and then when we were done sponge brushing it, we got in here carefully, got our little details, and looking pretty jammin'. All right, now we're gonna come in with our Tamiya modeling tape, and we're gonna begin covering the green parts so that we can start putting our silver on. All right, there we go. We've got our handle covered. Cover the edge of our handle. There we go. Covered those pieces up. Okay. Bringing in our silver. That's simple, just keep going. Okay, now if you notice, inside the crevices it's kind of stayed dark because the sponge doesn't go all the way in, which is exactly what we want. We want it to look a little bit weathered and dirty. We didn't completely cover it, so you can see parts of the black through it, and there's black in all the crevices, so it's got a little bit of an aged thing going on there. We're going to take off our tape, which is when it really starts looking cool. Oh man, check that out. So we got a little bit of silver right there, but we'll touch that up after the fact. Okay, there's a little bit of silver paint for the brush. All right, let's take a look around the ring there. Pretty good. That's a kick butt grenade right there. Tiny little spot we gotta touch up. Coming in, slight little dot. And I don't believe there's any more. Oh, there is, right there. See that little spot right there? Right there. And now there's a little bit around this piece right here. All right, that's our little green touch-up. Okay, now we're going to get in underneath the handle on this side and on this side. We're going to use our foam wedge brush. That way we can get in there like that. Actually, we'll also use the brush, the regular brush. That way we can really get in there. There we go. The wedge brush is a little bit thick trying to get it in here. All right, see that in there? We got inside the handle, down in here on both sides. All right, now, as you've seen us do before, we're gonna get out our brown. There we go. See how we have to get the brush pretty dry when it comes to the brown part? And all we're gonna do is we're gonna start see that? We've done this before. You just hit on some spots and you smear it around. See that? We just get in there and start hitting the edges like that. Look at that. Just dirty edge. Look at that. Really nice. Nice and dirty. All right, we're gonna come in with our orange. See that? Look at that. Just a little bit of orange. Starts to look like there's some rust popping out. And we'll get a little bit right here down the middle of this brown area. And we'll smooth it in. See that? See, that's the trick, is you put a little brown down first, and then you get a little tiny bit of orange in the middle of it, and it's just enough to start to look like it's turning into rust. Hit some down the edge. We'll get our dry end of our brush. We'll smooth it just a little bit. All right, there you go. Look at that. See that? Holy cow, is that nice? Look at those pieces of rust right there. That is really cool. And you just find a couple spots where you want it. You don't want to go too crazy with it. So we dab on a bunch of orange right in the middle of it, right in there. Use the dry side of our brush and we just, ooh, Nice. Very cool. Let me get a little bit on the ring here. Look at that rust on the ring up there. Really nice. All right, that finishes the painting of our giant pineapple grenade. Green, silver, some brown to dirty it up, and some orange spots to bring out a little rust, which is really cool. All right, that's it. Completed. Built the whole thing, we sealed it, we painted it, we weathered it good, we got some good rust spots on there. Tons of cool detail on this. Not hard, a lot of monotony, but you can do this. This is easy. Turned out exactly like we planned. You don't have to weather it, you don't have to age it. We could have just painted it silver and green and left it new, but we like to age things here at Black Sheep. So, turned out great, and that's it. This concludes making an EVA foam giant pineapple grenade part 3. Hope you liked it. If you did, give us a like, share us with a friend, and subscribe to this channel. And together we're going to go step by step through a lot more super cool builds so that you get the props you deserve. Thanks for coming. See you next time.